What you're looking at on the screen right now, as you can see, is obviously a number K agent, but this is a bigger deal than that. This is way more interesting. This is way more exciting. This is a number K with a bayonet frog patch on it. You can actually see it on his shoulder up here. It's kind of covered by the glare of the light. I don't know if it would show better on a different map maybe or whatever, but again, this is a number K with a bayonet frog. Not the first ever bayonet frog patch agent I've ever owned, but this is the first ever bayonet frog patch agent I've owned in my own collection, in my own portfolio. So I'm very, very excited about that. Today I'm going to be talking about how I picked this up, why I picked this up, what my plans for it are going forward, and just a bunch of the other stuff that I have been buying lately, because it's a lot of stuff that I'm really excited to talk about and share with you guys. But of course, first, just want to mention real quick, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items and turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, you should definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. We're buying all kinds of stuff, helping you guys cash out, whether you need IRL money or need more money to change up your portfolio, change up your loadouts, whatever. We can get a deal done. You don't have to worry about getting scammed or anything weird going on, and you can get paid out instantly. And of course, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content, which I'd appreciate a ton. You can see here, we bought some cases, we bought some agents, we bought gloves, knives, whatever. So again, if you're interested in that, definitely hit me up. With that being said, let's get right into today's video. So we're taking a look at a couple of things here. I guess first I want to start back here on CS Flow. And this I actually talked about in yesterday's video. All of these, this is going to be lagging a little bit because I don't know, my computer is on its last leg for sure. But we talked about all these bayonet frog patch agents that were on auction on CS Flow. And I think all these auctions are kind of messing up my computer too, because it's like these are old, these are expired. All these auctions are now ended. And when I talked about it in the video yesterday, Meech tweeted out that, hey, there's all these bayonet frog patch agents that are on auction on Flow, and I didn't know that Meech was actually the one selling them. I thought he was just posting about it because it was like a big deal going on, whatever. So I started talking to Meech about like what some good prices for these would be. He's kind of like my resident agent and patch expert, whatever the guy I go to when I need just information about patches and agents and all that stuff. He was telling me some good prices, what could be pretty reasonable prices for a lot of this stuff, whatever. So I just decided to put in what I thought were low end bids on all of these agents because I had to leave. I actually wasn't home when these auctions were ending. If I would have been home when these auctions were ending, I could have won a ton of these agents because I had I had float balance, and a lot of these agents ended up going for really, really good prices. But I just put in a bunch of max bids that I felt comfortable on the low end for a ton of these agents, and I actually ended up winning some of these auctions and getting some of these agents for really, really good prices and really, really good deals. You guys can see here what some of these ones ended up going for, and it's also interesting to see and just give you guys an idea of how much bayonet frog, just 1x bayo frog patch agents can go for. Because you can see even some lower end agents or some cheap agents. Here we have like Resin the Ready. It's a $2 agent with the bayonet frog applied to it. He's selling for $60, $66. Now, obviously, there's different patch locations on all these agents, and the best location or whatever is going to go for more money. So it's hard to tell exactly where the locations are and everything are on these without actually inspecting them, but just understand that throwing a bayonet frog even on the cheapest agent in the game still is going to make it go for 57, 59. This is 63, 60, and then some of these guys sold for a lot more. Here we had a Sir Bloody Loudmouth Daryl selling for 120. Here we had a Sergeant Bombson SWAT selling for 107. Here we had the most expensive one was this number K going for 152, and then this Sir Bloody Daryl Royale going for 153. Very, very, very expensive. So obviously I ended up winning this number K agent. I was very, very excited about it. Like I said, this is not the first ever bayonet frog I've ever owned. It's not the first ever bayonet frog patch agent I've ever owned, but this is the first one that I've ever had in my own collection. I think the last time I had a bayonet frog patch agent, I ended up just selling it right away. But this I'm actually going to be holding on to because I do believe in the future of patches and patch agents. Again, I do think at some point, I don't know when it's going to be, could be in a couple months, could be in a couple years, whatever. I do think we're going to be getting a patch customization update, just like we did with the sticker customization and crafts and 5x crafts and moving stickers around and all that stuff. And I think it's going to be really good for patches and patched agents. I know if somebody commented on the last video like, oh, why would this update be good for patch agents? And it's going to be because if people start crafting agents more often and stuff like that, they're just going to become more popular. And if CS in general starts featuring agents more often and wants people to start using agents and agent patch crafts and stuff more often, then they're going to become more popular, and the demand and stuff should go up over time. Now, I don't know for sure, but again, I also think obviously that'd be really, really good for unapplied patches and stuff like that. And I have been buying some of those as well. So I did get this number K with the bayonet frog applied, but I actually got 3 other agents as well well. I did pick up a couple of Bloody Daryl the Straps. Now, apparently, Bloody Daryl the Strapped is the most common Daryl agent to have Bayonet Frogs applied to it, so it's kind of the cheapest option here, and that is because Daryl the Strapped was an Operation Riptide agent, and that's obviously when the Bayonet Frog came out, so you could get both the Bayonet Frog and this Daryl at the same time. I believe the other Daryls are Broken Fang agents or whatever, but this Daryl was coming out at that time. So this is the most common one. So this is kind of the cheapest Daryl with Bayonet Frogs on it, but still, I can't remember. I think I got these each for around $100 or something like that. You can see this Daryl has it on his left shoulder, has the Bayonet Frog there. Again, I have two more. I have this one, which I think this one's kind of a cool position. This Daryl has it on his right forearm. You can see the Bayonet Frog there. And then I have one more where it's going to be in the same position. It's going to be up on that shoulder. So I got the number K, which I'm the most excited about. I do think number K is a very, very cool agent, but also Daryls are good agents too. I got the number K with it on the shoulder. I got two Daryls with it on the shoulder, and then one Daryl with it on the forearm. And I do think overall, these should have some nice price appreciation over time. Maybe they're a little bit overvalued right now. Maybe the Bayonet Frog hype is going to die out. I don't know. But I am excited about agents and patches right now. I do definitely want to start building up my patch collection more and more, and my applied agents collection more and more as well. I think it will be good pickups over time. Some of the other stuff that I have recently bought, I did recently pick up this Abandoned Hope patch for what I thought was a good price. I picked this up on Buff Market, a little bit below Buff prices. I'm looking to add all kinds of patches to my collection, especially during this patch dip we're kind of going through right now. I did recently pick up 30 Shattered Web cases in a cash trade. Again, discontinued cases, rare cases. I'm always looking to buy the dip. If I can ever get good prices on those, I'm looking to buy those as well. So I got a good price on a ton of Shattered Web cases that I'm very, very excited about. And that I think I'll be able to make, a nice little amount of profit on these. And then recently I picked up some more patches as well. I picked up 4 Metal Silver Demon patches. I didn't get an insane price on these. I bought these for around 95% buff. But again, patches can be a little bit difficult to get your hands on because patches are not sold on CS Float. And now with Buff 163 actually not being available in the West, it can be hard to find patches. Patches, you're going to be able to get them on stuff like GamerPay and I think SkinBid, Buff Market. But again, these sites don't have a ton of volume, and patches in general, especially the good patches, are pretty rare. And it is rare to see people listing them for good prices as well. So a lot of times to buy patches, you need something like UPin. You need to randomly see some people list on a site. You need to buy them off somebody from like Twitter or something. So it can be a little bit difficult to get good prices. So whenever I see patches, even for around buff prices or even a little bit lower in buff prices or whatever, I do want to pick them up. And the Metal Silver Demon patch is a cool one. It's a good one, and it's one that's done pretty well over the past year as well. But I think that's it for most of my latest pickups. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to have 4 Bayonet Frog applied agents in my collection now. And again, these are things I'm going to be holding on to. These are not things that I'm going to be looking to flip and sell right away. Now, if I get a good offer, if I get a good price or whatever, I definitely would sell them off. But for the meantime, I am going to be holding on to them and hopefully getting some nice price appreciation on them in the medium to long term. Because again, like I said, I'm big on agents. I'm big on patches. I think agents individually could maybe not do so well, but I think applied agents will do well in the medium and long term. And I definitely want to keep buying more unapplied patches as well and start focusing more on this part of my collection. Because I see people like Caleb CS out there with his insane collection. Makes me jealous, and I think he's going to do quite well going forward in the future as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Finally got my hands on some pretty cool stuff. Wanted to share with you all. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.